Welcome. Today we begin a journey into the art of living a long, happy and fulfilling life. Think of this as a quiet conversation, inspired by cultures that honor aging as a new beginning. We'll explore how to keep our minds strong and resilient, finding joy and purpose in every season. If this brings you peace, consider joining our community for more insights. Let's take our first step together toward a stronger, more serene mind. Mental strength isn't about being tough or unfeeling. It's the quiet resilience to face life's challenges with a calm heart. Like bamboo, true strength is flexible and enduring, cultivated over time through mindful actions. This journey is about nurturing the strength already within you, drawing from your well of wisdom. We'll share gentle tools to help you tend the garden of your mind. Mental strength is the foundation for a joyful, purposeful life. Let's explore how to cultivate it together. The cherry blossom's brief bloom reminds us to cherish each moment and accept life's changing seasons. Our minds, like the seasons, shift and evolve. Some days are bright, others cloudy. Instead of resisting, we can observe our thoughts gently, finding beauty in every stage. Aging brings wisdom and perspective. Mental strength helps us see this as transformation, not loss. Embracing change unlocks peace and resilience. Let the cherry blossom guide us to appreciate the fleeting beauty of each moment. This is your personal journey. There are no rigid rules, only gentle invitations to explore what brings you calm and strength. We'll discuss mindfulness, social connection, and staying engaged with life through learning and hobbies. Even small intentional changes can create ripples of peace. Approach this path with openness and patience. Let's continue step by step toward a more resilient mind and a happier life. True strength evolves with us. It becomes an inner resilience, not just physical power. Like an ancient tree, our roots deepen as we weather life's storms. Mental strength is accepting what we can't change and focusing on what we can. It's a quiet, steady belief in our ability to handle life's challenges. This strength is a skill anyone can cultivate, at any age. It's the key to a meaningful, peaceful life. Bamboo's flexibility is a symbol of mental strength, bending with life's storms, but never breaking. As we age, flexibility helps us adapt to physical, social, and personal changes. Resisting change drains us. Yielding frees our minds and energy. A strong mind is open, willing to learn and adapt. Flexibility keeps us curious, engaged, and resilient. Like bamboo, let your mind grow and adapt with each new season. This is the foundation of lasting mental strength. There is a beautiful Japanese art form called kintsugi, which means to join with gold. When a piece of pottery, like a bowl or a cup, is broken, it is not thrown away. Instead, the broken pieces are carefully reassembled, and the cracks are mended with a special lacquer mixed with powdered gold, silver, or platinum. The philosophy behind this art is that the object's history of being broken is not something to hide. In fact, the shimmering lines of gold make the piece even more beautiful and precious than it was before. The breakage and repair become part of its unique story, a testament to its resilience. This concept of kintsugi offers a powerful metaphor for our own lives and for the psychology of aging. Each of us carries the marks of our journey. We have all experienced moments of being broken in some way, through heartbreak, loss, disappointment, or illness. A common impulse is to try to hide these cracks, to pretend they do not exist, and to present a flawless exterior to the world. We may see our scars, whether physical or emotional, as imperfections or signs of weakness. This effort to maintain a facade of perfection is exhausting and isolates us from our own authentic experience. Mental strength, however, invites us to practice kintsugi for the soul. It encourages us to see the cracks not as flaws, but as integral parts of our unique and beautiful history. These experiences, and the wisdom we gain from healing them, are the golden threads that give our character its depth and luster. They are proof of our resilience, our capacity to mend and to continue. When we embrace our imperfections, we release the heavy burden of trying to be someone we are not. We find a deep and abiding self-acceptance, a peace that comes from honoring our whole story, breaks and all. This perspective transforms our relationship with the challenges of aging. A new wrinkle, a fading memory, or a physical limitation is not just a sign of decline. It is another golden seam in the beautiful, evolving tapestry of our life. It is a mark of a life fully lived. By learning to see ourselves and our lives through the lens of kintsugi, we find that our perceived flaws become sources of beauty and strength. We understand that we are not broken, but more valuable and interesting for having been mended with the gold of our own lived experience and wisdom. In Japanese culture, there is a deeply respected concept known as gamen. This word doesn't really have a simple English translation, but it encompasses the ideas of patience, perseverance, and dignity in the face of adversity. It's about enduring the seemingly unbearable with a quiet strength and self-control. But it's not about suppressing emotions or denying pain. Rather, it's about maintaining one's composure and grace, even when going through a tough time. Gamen is that inner fortitude that allows a person to weather a long winter, trusting that spring will eventually come. It's truly a cornerstone of adult resilience. This quality of patient endurance becomes especially valuable as we navigate the later stages of life. Aging can sometimes bring chronic discomfort, the slow process of recovering from an illness, or the emotional marathon of grieving a loved one. In these situations, there just aren't any quick fixes. The path forward really requires patience. Gamen teaches us to face these challenges without complaint or unnecessary drama, not as a sign of weakness, but as an expression of profound inner strength. It's the quiet commitment to keep putting one foot in front of the other day after day with a calm and steady heart. Practicing gamen helps us conserve our precious mental and emotional energy. When we rail against a difficult reality, we expend our strength in fruitless protest. But when we practice gamen, we accept the reality of the situation and focus our energy on what is necessary, enduring, healing, and moving forward. It's the difference between struggling frantically in deep water and calmly treading water to conserve energy until help arrives. This patient endurance allows us to maintain our sense of self-respect and dignity, even when circumstances are challenging and beyond our immediate control. It's important to understand that gamen is not about suffering in silence or refusing to ask for help. True strength includes the wisdom to know when to lean on others. Instead, gamen is about the internal posture we adopt. It's about facing our struggles with a sense of maturity and grace, showing ourselves in the world that our spirit remains strong even when our body or our heart is in pain. It's a quiet, powerful declaration that our inner peace is not dependent on outer circumstances. By cultivating gamen, we develop a resilient spirit that can endure any season of life with unwavering dignity. With age comes a beautiful shift in perspective. When we're young, setbacks feel overwhelming, but as we grow, our view expands. We see storms pass, wounds heal, and problems fade. This wisdom, earned through experience, lets us hold challenges lightly, focus on what truly matters, and share our stories. It's a gift only time can bestow. In Japanese, ikigai means your reason to wake up each day. It's the sense of purpose that brings joy and meaning to life. For many, ikigai is found in work, family, or simple daily rituals. It might be gardening, sharing with neighbors, or learning something new. Your ikigai is your North Star, guiding you to a long, happy, and meaningful life. Our minds travel through past and future, replaying memories and worries. But the present is the only real moment. Mindfulness is the gentle practice of returning home to now, paying attention without judgment. Like watching leaves float by on a stream, we observe thoughts without chasing them. In this quiet space, we find a haven from worry and rediscover our inner peace. Mindful breathing is a simple, powerful way to anchor yourself in the present moment. Just notice your breath, how it feels entering your nose, filling your lungs, and leaving your body. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. This practice calms the mind and body, offering a peaceful refuge you can return to any time, anywhere. The Japanese rock garden, or karasansui, is a powerful physical representation of the mindful mind. These serene spaces are not filled with colorful flowers or lush plants. Instead, they are composed of carefully arranged rocks, moss, and gravel or sand that is raked into patterns resembling ripples on water. The act of creating and maintaining these gardens is a form of active meditation. The process of raking the sand requires slow, deliberate movements and complete concentration. It is a practice in bringing order and tranquility to an external space, which in turn brings order and tranquility to one's internal space. We can think of our own minds as being like one of these gardens. Throughout the day, our thoughts can feel chaotic and scattered, like sand that has been disturbed by the wind and careless footsteps. Worries, to-do lists, and random thoughts leave the surface of our mind feeling messy and unsettled. The practice of mindfulness is like taking up a rake and gently, patiently, smoothing out the sand. It is the act of bringing a quiet, deliberate intention to the landscape of our mind, not by forcing thoughts away, but by creating patterns of calm and order around them. You do not need a physical garden to practice this. Imagine a quiet space within your mind. When you sit for a few moments to practice mindful breathing, you are metaphorically raking the sand. Each conscious breath is like a slow, steady stroke of the rake, smoothing out the anxieties and distractions. The large rocks in the garden can represent the unchanging, stable parts of you, your core values, your deep wisdom, your resilient spirit. Your thoughts and worries are the shifting sands, but you can learn to arrange them with care, creating beauty and peace instead of chaos. This imagery teaches us that a peaceful mind is not an empty mind. A Zen garden is not an empty patch of dirt, it is a carefully composed landscape. Similarly, a mindful mind is not devoid of thought. It is a mind where thoughts are observed and acknowledged, but they do not create clutter and distress. They are given their place within a larger landscape of calm awareness. By practicing mindfulness, we become the patient gardener of our own mind, cultivating a space of beauty, stillness, and profound peace that we can return to whenever we wish. The Japanese tea ceremony, or chanoyu, is more than preparing tea. It's mindfulness in action. Every movement is performed with grace and full attention. The goal is harmony, respect, and tranquility. This shared presence creates connection and peace. You can bring the spirit into your own life. Simply pause, notice, and savor your next cup of tea. Meditation can seem intimidating, but it's simply training our attention, like gently exercising the mind. You don't need to start with long sessions. Just 5 minutes a day is enough. Begin with small, manageable steps in a comfortable place. Try a short guided meditation to help you focus. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back, like guiding a puppy. With kindness and patience, these small steps create lasting inner calm. Mindfulness isn't just for meditation. Its true power is in bringing awareness to everyday moments. Whether sharing tea, walking, or tending a plant, each routine can become an opportunity for presence and appreciation. Try focusing on one daily activity, like brushing your teeth or eating a meal, with full attention. By pausing to notice your senses, you create mini retreats for your mind and discover calm in the everyday. Human beings are, by their very nature, social creatures. From our earliest days we have thrived in communities. As we age, connection becomes even more vital, like the heartbeat of a happy life. Meaningful relationships support our well-being, buffer stress, and bring joy. Even one or two close friends can anchor us, helping us navigate life with confidence and peace. In Okinawa, Japan, people form lifelong groups called moai, close friends who support each other through every stage of life. These friends become like family, sharing laughter, comfort, and a sense of belonging. We can all nurture our own moai. By cherishing and supporting our closest friends, we build a community that sustains us for life. Shared hobbies and activities are a joyful way to connect with others, whether painting, gardening, or playing games. Doing what we love together brings laughter and friendship. Just like childhood play, these moments create genuine bonds and brighten our days. Try joining a club, taking a class, or starting something new. It's not about perfection, but about the simple joy of playing together. The human brain is a remarkable organ with an incredible capacity for growth and adaptation, a quality known as neuroplasticity. For a long time, it was believed that our ability to learn and form new neural connections declined sharply with age. However, we now know that the brain can continue to learn, change, and grow throughout our entire lives, as long as we keep it active and challenged. Lifelong learning is not just a way to pass the time. It is a powerful tool for maintaining cognitive function, boosting self-esteem, and staying deeply engaged with the world. An active mind is a healthy mind. Think of your mind as a garden. If left untended, weeds can grow, and the paths can become overgrown. But if you continue to plant new seeds, water them, and tend to the soil, the garden will remain vibrant and full of life. Learning a new skill, whether it is a new language, how to play a musical instrument, or how to use a new piece of technology, is like planting a new flower in your mental garden. The process of learning challenges your brain to form new pathways, strengthening its overall health and resilience. It keeps your mind flexible, curious, and sharp. The benefits of lifelong learning extend far beyond cognitive health. The process of mastering a new skill, no matter how small, provides a wonderful sense of accomplishment and a boost to our confidence. It reminds us that we are still capable of growth and development. This feeling of competence is a vital component of mental strength. Furthermore, learning often takes place in a social context, such as a classroom, a workshop, or an online forum, providing yet another avenue for connection with others who share our interests. It is a way to meet new people and expand our social circle in a meaningful way. I invite you to consider what you have always been curious about. Was there a subject you loved in school? A hobby you always wanted to try? A place you wanted to learn more about? Today, there are countless opportunities for learning, from local community college classes for seniors to free online courses and educational videos. The goal is not to earn a degree or become an expert, but to delight in the process of discovery. Nurture your evergreen mind, and you will find that the gift of lifelong learning keeps your world feeling expansive, interesting, and full of possibility. In traditional societies, communities were naturally intergenerational. Grandparents, parents, and children lived and worked together, and wisdom was passed down organically from the older generation to the younger. In our modern world, these connections can sometimes be more difficult to maintain, as families are often spread far apart. However, actively seeking out and nurturing intergenerational relationships is one of the most enriching things we can do for our mental and emotional well-being. It creates a beautiful two-way bridge where both the young and the old can give and receive invaluable gifts. For an older adult, sharing your life experiences, skills, and stories with a younger person is a powerful way to find a renewed sense of purpose. You have a lifetime of wisdom to offer, lessons learned, challenges overcome, and perspectives gained. When a young person listens with genuine interest, it is a profound affirmation of your value and the significance of your life's journey. This act of mentoring or simply sharing can combat feelings of obsolescence and reconnect you to the ongoing stream of life. It reminds you that your story matters and that your legacy lives on through the people you touch. For the younger person, spending time with an elder offers a perspective they cannot get anywhere else. It provides a living link to history, a sense of roots, and a more nuanced understanding of the world. It can also be incredibly reassuring to hear from someone who has navigated many of life's challenges and can offer a long-term view. In a fast-paced, often chaotic world, the calm, steady presence of an older adult can be a grounding and comforting influence. It helps them see beyond their immediate concerns and appreciate the broader arc of life. Look for opportunities to build these intergenerational bridges. This could be as simple as spending more intentional time with your own grandchildren, or it could involve volunteering at a local school or youth center. Many communities have programs that pair seniors with young people for reading, mentoring, or other activities. Engaging with younger generations keeps your mind open, introduces you to new ideas and technologies, and infuses your life with a vibrant, youthful energy. It is a beautiful exchange that combats ageism and reminds us all that we are part of one large, interconnected human family. As we move past the phase of our lives centered on career and raising a family, we may find ourselves with more free time, but a less defined sense of purpose. This transition can be disorienting and can sometimes lead to feelings of uselessness or a lack of direction. Volunteering is a wonderfully effective way to channel our time, skills, and energy into a new and meaningful purpose. It is the act of giving back to the community, of contributing to a cause larger than ourselves. This shift, from focusing on our own needs to the needs of others, can have a profoundly positive impact on our mental and emotional health. The act of helping others is intrinsically rewarding. It generates a feeling known as the helper's high, a sense of warmth and well-being that comes from altruistic behavior. When we volunteer, we are actively making a difference in the world, however small it may seem. This tangible impact provides a powerful sense of accomplishment and self-worth. It answers the fundamental human need to be useful and to contribute. Knowing that you are needed and that your efforts are appreciated by others is a powerful antidote to feelings of loneliness and irrelevance. Volunteering is also an excellent way to stay socially connected and engaged. It places you in a new environment with a group of people who share your values and your commitment to a particular cause. This creates a natural opportunity to form new friendships based on a shared purpose. Working alongside others toward a common goal fosters a strong sense of camaraderie and teamwork. Whether you are helping out at an animal shelter, a hospital, a library, or a food bank, you become part of a community that is working together to make the world a little bit better. I encourage you to think about the causes that are close to your heart. What skills and experiences have you accumulated over your lifetime that you could now share with others? There are countless organizations that would be grateful for your time and wisdom. Volunteering allows you to redefine your purpose in a way that is flexible, fulfilling, and aligned with your deepest values. It is a beautiful way to stay active, connected, and mentally strong, transforming your later years into a time of meaningful contribution and deep satisfaction. Wabi-sabi is the Japanese art of finding beauty in imperfection and transience. Instead of chasing perfection, we can embrace the cracks and patina of life, seeing them as marks of character. By balancing effort with rest and connection with solitude, we create a resilient, harmonious inner world. Wabi-sabi teaches us to appreciate the subtle beauty in ordinary, imperfect moments. In Zen Buddhism, Shoshin means beginner's mind, approaching each day with openness, curiosity, and wonder. A beginner sees the world with fresh eyes, finding beauty in the ordinary. Each sunrise, each moment is unique, never to be repeated. By embracing Shoshin, we keep our minds flexible, our relationships vibrant, and our lives filled with appreciation. In Japan, Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, is the simple act of immersing yourself in nature, walking slowly, breathing deeply, and engaging all your senses. This gentle practice reduces stress, calms the mind, and boosts well-being. Leave your phone behind, listen to the wind, and let nature restore you. Forest bathing is a simple, profound way to find peace and resilience. In a world of change, gentle routines offer quiet strength. Our minds and bodies thrive on rhythm, like the steady heartbeat or sunrise to sunset. Simple daily rituals, pouring tea, a morning walk, reading before bed, become anchors of calm. These rhythms bring peace, purpose, and resilience, carrying us gently through each day. Engaging our hands in creative activities like calligraphy, knitting, or painting draws us into the present moment and soothes the mind. These crafts are a form of active meditation, calming the nervous system and building resilience. You don't need to be a master, just enjoy the process. Mindful creation is a gentle, powerful tool for stress relief and well-being. Throughout life, we accumulate burdens, old regrets, worries, and expectations that weigh us down. Like a hot air balloon, we cannot rise until we let go. Letting go is a daily act of wisdom and self-compassion. By releasing what no longer serves us, we create space for joy, peace, and resilience, embracing each new day with a lighter heart. As our quiet conversation draws to a close, let's reflect on the tapestry of a mentally strong life. Like bamboo, true strength is flexible and resilient. We embrace our imperfections, find purpose in our ikigai, and nurture connection through community. Mindfulness, gentle rituals, and lifelong learning are the threads that weave comfort, meaning, and peace, reminding us we are part of a beautiful, interconnected whole. As we stand here, admiring this tapestry of ideas, it's natural to feel a little overwhelmed. You don't have to do everything at once. Instead, I invite you to simply begin, choose one small idea that resonated with you, and start there. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single, gentle step. So please, accept this gentle invitation. Plant one small seed in your mind, and nurture it with care. The path to mental strength is a lifelong journey, not a sprint. It's about taking small, consistent steps each day, like watering a plant or practicing simple scales on an instrument. Some days will feel easy, others more difficult. Be patient and kind to yourself. Over time, these small steps will build a strong, resilient spirit. As you go forward from here, I hope the echo of our quiet conversation stays with you. I hope it serves as a gentle reminder of the strength and wisdom that you already possess. You have navigated a lifetime of experiences, and within you is a deep well of resilience. The ideas we have shared are simply different kinds of buckets you can use to draw from that well. When you feel the winds of change blowing strongly, perhaps you will remember the image of the bamboo, and it will remind you to be flexible, to bend without breaking, and to trust that the storm will pass. When you look in the mirror and notice a new line on your face or a new ache in your body, perhaps you will recall the beautiful art of kintsugi. You might see that mark not as a flaw, but as another golden seam in the rich and unique story of your life, a testament to your endurance and your journey. This shift in perspective can transform a moment of self-criticism into a moment of self-acceptance and appreciation. It is a quiet rebellion against a world that often tells us that aging is something to be fought, rather than something to be honored and embraced with grace. When you find your mind caught in a loop of worry, replaying the past or rehearsing the future, perhaps the image of the gently flowing stream will come to you. You might remember that you do not have to jump into the water and struggle with the leaves of your thoughts. You can simply sit on the bank, anchored by your breath, and watch them float by. This simple memory can be a lifeline, pulling you back to the safety and peace of the present moment, reminding you that you are the calm observer, not the storm of your thoughts. And when you feel a sense of loneliness or a lack of purpose, perhaps the Okinawan word moai will echo in your mind, reminding you of the vital importance of your community. It might prompt you to pick up the phone and connect with a friend, or to consider how you can share your unique gifts with the world. These echoes are not meant to be rules, but friendly whispers, gentle nudges from a friend, reminding you of the simple, profound truths that can guide you toward a more peaceful, connected, and mentally strong life. Ultimately, the work we have been discussing is the work of tending to your own inner garden. Your mind is a sacred and beautiful space, and you are its dedicated gardener. For a long time, you may not have been aware of this role, and perhaps some weeds of worry or neglect have grown. That is perfectly all right. The wonderful news is that at any moment, you can pick up your tools and begin to cultivate this space with love and attention. You can gently pull the weeds of resentment and plant the seeds of gratitude and self-compassion. You can water the flowers of joy and connection. This garden is your sanctuary, a place of lasting peace that no one can ever take from you. External circumstances will always change. The weather of the world will bring sunny days and stormy ones. People will come and go, but your inner garden is a refuge you can always return to. By practicing mindfulness, you learn to know its landscape intimately. By practicing connection, you invite others to sit with you in its beauty. By practicing letting go, you ensure that the pathways remain clear and uncluttered, easy to walk upon. The beauty of this garden is that it does not need to be perfect. A wabi-sabi garden, with its mossy stones and imperfectly shaped trees, has a much deeper and more authentic beauty than a manicured artificial space. Allow your garden to be real. Allow it to have its seasons. There will be times of vibrant bloom and times of quiet, dormant rest. Both are essential for a healthy garden. Your role as the gardener is not to force blooms in the middle of winter, but to honor and support the natural rhythm of your own inner world. So I encourage you to see yourself as this gentle, patient gardener. Each day, spend a little time in your garden. It may be just a few moments of quiet breathing, a kind thought toward yourself, or an act of connection with another. These small, consistent acts of tending will, over time, transform your inner landscape into a place of profound beauty, resilience, and peace. This garden is your birthright, your innermost home, and the source of a strength that will sustain you for all of your days. Our time together has come to an end. I want to thank you, from the bottom of my heart, for sharing this time with me, for walking this path of discovery. It has been an honor to be your companion on this part of your journey. I hope our conversation has brought you a sense of warmth, of comfort, and of gentle inspiration. Remember that the journey to mental strength is a personal one, and you are its wise and capable guide. Trust your own intuition, be kind to yourself, and walk at your own gentle pace. You have everything you need to live a long, happy, and fulfilling life. Before we part, I would like to once again extend a warm and friendly invitation. If you have found value and peace in our time together, please consider subscribing to our channel and joining our community. By doing so, you ensure that we can continue to walk together, sharing more quiet conversations like this one in the future. It is a simple way to stay connected and to continue exploring the many paths to a serene and joyful life. Think of it as leaving the garden gate open, ready for our next visit together. As we say goodbye for now, let the image of a rising sun be our final meditation. Each new day is a fresh beginning, a new opportunity to practice kindness, to connect, to learn, and to appreciate the simple beauty of being alive. The past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived. All we have is this precious moment, this new day, filled with unspoken potential. May you greet each sunrise with a beginner's mind, an open heart, and a gentle trust in your own resilience. May you find your ikigai in the small joys and meaningful connections of your day. Thank you again for watching and for being here. I wish you all the peace, strength, and happiness in the world. May your inner garden flourish, may your connections be strong, and may your heart be filled with a quiet and enduring calm. Farewell for now, my friend, and may you walk in beauty and in peace today and all the days to come.